only beef I could get was bone-in, which you have to braise, all right? It takes 2 hours longer.
It's that I was here to do it.
This is what I'm talking about, though. We're f***ing 5 minutes into this episode. I can't breathe.
Hey, what is up, everybody? It is me, Sean Tank Top. I'm over here at Casa Day Tank Top. I'm hanging out with Jenny Lee. What's going on, Jenny Lee?
Not much, Sean. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm so glad to hear it.
Like, we're over here. We're just it's just the two of us over here. We're not on a double panel or nothing like that because we're starting a new show, and I think we might be the only of our industry friends that hasn't watched this fucking program. I mean, enough people were asking for it and wanted to see us do it, but everybody had seen it. Everybody had kind of went in on it and stuff. And I was one, I don't know, it's just what I always do, where it's like, I hear if a show is good and I'm like, cool, I'm not going to watch it. You know what I mean? Like a show just about being in the kind of modern, like, Chicago food service industry, basically, is what we have here. Jeremy Allen White, I can't remember, like, that's the first, he's the main character of this thing. That's like, I know that. He's got a cousin who got shot in the face in Andor.
I was going to say, that one guy from Andor.
The one guy in Andor. It's like, oh, did you end up watching? What'd you think of that show?
Oh, I loved it.
Amazing, right?
Is this correct? That's correct.
A big cast and everything like that. And so, like, so Jenny Lee, you have seen a couple of these first episodes, right?
Yes, and then I've seen little chunks and bits here and there because my partner was really into it.
Same.
And so, like, anytime he was watching it, I'd, like, scurry through the living room.
You'd come into, like, the living room and you sit down and you're just like, oh, right.
Yeah.
Like, Jamie Lee Curtis is in the show?
What?
Right,
Oh, no, I didn't know
that. Sorry. Any reason you stopped? A little bit of PTSD.
Yeah, literally. I think when the first season came out, like, it was like lockdown. It was already a stressful time. I was like, fuck this show. Like,
oh, no.
I can't watch this.
That's kind of what a lot of people have said or whatever. And it's like that crush. Now, I've worked in, like, I mean, eons ago, but never in Chicago have I ever, like, I've only kind of done bar service and stuff like that. But what I think that they're going to kind of, like, probably get into at least a little bit, there does become, like, a weird, like, kind of adrenaline junkiness to it. And then, like, that whole, I think they call it like flow, like when you are in the zone and you're locked in and you're fucking turning tables and you're fucking turning tickets and nobody can stop you, and then you get through it, and then you have a shot and a cigarette somewhere, you know what I mean, like, and a drink of water, and then you sort of, like,
decompress.
But I think that way, like, at least that sensation, I think, is going to feel familiar with the show.
Sure. I mean, like, being behind the bar is, you know, can feel very similar. I think I've never worked back of house, so I'm sure that's a whole other, like, flavor, and that seems to be definitely where the show focuses. I think as it goes on, there's probably a little more, like, front of house stuff as well, but I didn't get there yet.
I'm ready to get into this thing.
Yeah, let's do it. I hope I don't get too stressed out about it.
Don't worry, you will.
If you guys want to get early and uncut access to all of our bear coverage, and every week, if you guys want to get early and uncut access to the next episode, episode 2, right now, if you're watching this on YT, you guys can hit us up over there at the premium streamium tier.
I think he opens it. Oh, he doesn't.
Okay.
Oh, I fucking
Come on! What are you doing?
What are you
doing? And then we also have, literally, season 2 of Hot D is going to be on that tier as well. The Boys season 4 is going to be on that tier. Everything, like, so we're going to have a ton of stuff over there for a pretty damn fair price. So we hope you guys consider doing that. But if you can't do that, and you still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like and subscribe. Oh my God. Watch out, Lori Lightfoot's going to raise those bridges.
Fucking
she will.
Minutes away.
This looks like her from the back, actually.
Oh my God.
We just gotta get a look at the pants. Sorry, we're also gonna be making a bunch of references to Chicago shit that almost none of you are gonna fucking get. It's okay. We're like literally taming a bear. This is like a dream sequence type shit or something. In Chicago, how fucking perfect could it possibly get, you know?
If the man and the bear that I had to choose between getting stuck in the forest with was Jeremy Allen White, I guess maybe in that case I'd
not too bad, right?
I always thought he looked like a hot young Gene Wilder.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
That totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
25, no, I ordered 200.
Paid for 25. Take it up a loop.
Your delivery's wrong.
And it's a tenth of what you ordered?
I'm still trying to figure this place out. You know, see how Michael was doing everything.
Oh, the guest checks right there. Oh, shit.
I miss him too. Yeah.
I mean, it's good storytelling. You already have a good idea of like where his life is at.
Yeah, right.
Know?
He's balancing a lot.
Yeah. Somebody just died.
Somebody just
don't know who that is.
Just lost somebody.
When was the last time you emptied these?
I don't know.
Ooh.
It's always money in the banana stand.
Ooh. Also, this show's probably gonna make me fucking hungry for roast beef too.
Thank God I just shoved a bunch of Puerto Rican rice in my face, or I'd be starving.
Fake. I always love a fake, like video game, video game. There.
Don't wipe your hands on your apron,
really
chef.
look
Jeff.
Familiar at all.
Jeff.
Ooh. Great hallway. Great optics on the
Chicago
apartment already. Yeah. You know.
Add this. What am I, Coinstar?
It's like 3 hundo,
3 hundo plus what?
Coinstar? Come on, guy. Come on, guy.
Pleaded?
Pleaded.
Boom.
Need some more money? Go rob the jewels down the street.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that one, I can't remember, that one chef. I think it's like a producer or like a consultant on this. He's like a super he's like one of those like newer celebrity chefs. Like.
Sure.
Hi, hello.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I called about the soup position. I'm staging today.
Right.
You said
Shit,
I could stage
sorry,
today.
yes, yeah.
One of the Burlington regulars just took her ticket at the salt shed, like or whatever, rated her and stuff.
She's been all over the place.
Yeah, and we're better for it. You know, like whatever she's in. She plays April O'Neil in that animated Turtles shit. It's fucking awesome.
You know, this was my dad's favorite spot when I was a kid.
An employee that believes in the place, that's like fucking, that's something you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, her. Dope.
She already has some kind of connection to the
like she cares about it and stuff.
I know who you are.
Oh, yeah?
What are you doing here, I guess?
Making sandwiches.
Like that's I can answer that very literally or very existentially or whatever. I feel.
Carmen, I need my beef.
Call him Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff. My name is Jeff.
I really don't remember a fucking minute.
That's cool. I mean, that's great. Good for the video.
Do not touch that. That's been going for 12 hours, okay?
That's my pot, Jeff. Everybody knows.
Vendors are cutting us off. I don't have the money to fix it right this second, but I will get you a new mixer, okay?
Oh my God, the promise of new equipment and new shit. Like,
yeah, kidding me? I worked at the Burlington for 5 years. I asked for a different bottle of rum like 2 weeks before I leave. Bottle of Real McCoy shows up. I'm like, thanks, guys.
Your English is getting tight, Zeebs. You kidnapping ship captains?
Your mom teach me doing sex.
La comida extra para usar la comida familiar.
Ah, sí. Fuck off.
Listen, what is going on with Ballbreaker? My Insta's completely blowing up. Followers, dog. Yeah, I got. What is that?
Also, I like that they're kind of dealing with like a little bit of the virality of doing this type of thing now. You know, like
Richie Jaramovich. Pleasure to meet you, sweetheart.
Don't say sweetheart, you fuck.
Sweetheart.
So woke. I mean nothing by it. Sydney. Saying sweetheart's just part of our Italian heritage. The guys are texting me. You're telling them to do all sorts of weird shit backwards. Don't fucking do that, Carmen. Don't go messing with their heads and ordering different mayonnaise and hiring new fucking bras without talking to me first. This is your brother's house, okay? Yeah, remember? I was running it fine without you.
Why didn't you leave it to you then?
Ooh. Ready to throw hands.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was running it fine.
Yeah.
Do you want it to run? Do you want it to run good, or well, or even great?
Yeah.
Like,
You've been here for 2 weeks. We've been having money.
When the fucking owner shows up,
Right. Oh, God almighty.
just gets behind the bar and just starts fucking around with shit, trying to help.
Please, thank you, chef.
What's our best day here?
5.
Okay, Ibrahim, get me a pod for the jardiniere.
This shit needs to be over here. What is this doing here?
Right.
He's literally not worked behind a bar in 20 years.
Right.
Get the fuck away from
Or
me.
also, like, literally, if people are just getting served and they're getting their shit, I don't give a fuck how you set it up.
Oh my
as long
god,
as it
couldn't
works.
care less. Yeah.
Who are you yelling at, Carmi? There's like 4 of us in here. Now let me ask you, K-Rod, these guys, they taught you how to cook with hands, but none of these fuckwads taught you how to make a pasta.
K-Wad, fuckwad.
Did you take my knife, chef?
Did you take my pot, Jeff?
Oh, fuck me.
The only beef I could get was bone-in, which you have to braise, all right? It takes 2 hours longer.
It's that I was here to do it and you weren't, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I can barely afford to pay people, but sick system.
Talk to me about labor.
I thought this was your house.
Also, when the 2 senior motherfuckers are like bullshit.
This is what I'm talking about, though. We're fucking 5 minutes into this episode. I can't breathe. My blood pressure is up to here. God help. Ugh.
I mean, they're doing a good job. I mean, like, they're doing a good enough
It's
job to make it seem
accurate.
like, but also I'm thinking about like somebody, this guy. That's the guy who's the chef guy. Like,
yes,
that I was
he's
talking
a
about.
real, he's a chef.
I can't remember his name.
Breakfast can't take an hour. You got 3 kids screaming at you. I sent flowers, and I really hope that they look nice.
I don't know, I wasn't there.
Missing a fucking funeral of like a brother because you're fucking, because you can't get a cover and shit like that.
Blood! You see? Shoot me. Good, good. You all happy now? Can I have my fucking knife back?
Well, I think as far as like making this engaging to somebody who like, it's engaging to us immediately because we have a modicum of an idea of what's going on here and shit like that. But as far as like what it, and grabbing the Tums because your fucking Aunt Acid's going crazy.
Tums all over the back.
But like making it like make sense and like be captivating to somebody who hasn't. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, people like constant action. I get that. But like that was the thing that I probably hated most about working in a restaurant is when tensions get high, most chefs just start fucking screaming at everybody.
Going crazy,
and nobody can take a breath, nobody's had therapy, nobody knows how to just like figure a situation out. And it's just like, we gotta fucking go! And it doesn't make any sense.
This isn't helping.
Jesus Christ.
But at this point, I think it's the guy from the hot dog stand. And I'm like, listen, go home.
That's like a gift-worthy, just like defeated glance right there. That's so fucking funny.
I'm trying to enjoy my tacos. You're ruining my date, right? So this guy, he pulls out a
Oh, and that's like,
that's an $800 knife.
yeah, right.
Minimum.
What, you steal that from the museum gift shop? Who are you, Mr. Bogart?
I feel like you could like literally just turn around and just go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Wow.
Happy place, I guess.
Just shocked that they're using a Wilco song in this show. Can't believe it.
No shade!
Yo, you didn't put it in a bag or anything?
Sister?
Hi.
Hi, dear. You smell like this place.
Sorry.
She lives in Lakeview. She smells like
She
Lakeview.
might even be fucking Naperville, honestly.
Yeah,
at this
true.
point, like.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna be inspired.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow.
Casually leaving that out
So
there.
did he like
you know?
work at Noma? Is that what they're saying? Or does he just like, he
Maybe,
want to be
yeah,
on
I don't know.
board?
Or like, I mean, or to literally like, imagine like your cooking is so dope that they like.
Yeah,
knock
Renee's
on your
like,
door.
Carmi.
Who knows?
That it's not for sale?
No, that I think we should sell it to him.
So we can flip it into an Applebee's? No, I'm trying to do something.
Feels like serious as a heart attack. It's always sunny in Chicago, in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Sweet
Always
D
Sunny
kind
in
of type
Chicago.
thing. Yeah.
So is her literal name Sugar? Or is
I don't know.
that like
I don't know.
her family nickname?
They look like siblings too. Good casting.
I gotta go. Okay.
Bear,
Yeah.
I love you.
Oh, he's Bear.
Thank you for this.
That was good. That was a nice little beat, especially like because like after like a big loss in the family, every single first hug, post, is whether you say it or talk about it or not is like the pregnant pause.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
The oven's too dry. You need to fill a baking sheet with water, put it on the oven floor, throw in another batch, okay?
What's the matter? Do my
Just
job.
do it.
Give it a shot.
I don't understand.
What?
This mentality of like, don't tell me how to do my job. He literally fucking owns the place. He can tell you to do it.
Well, he owns the place, and like, and I think may have been awarded like a
Salt, eat,
artistic.
It's nice. We happy. Happy.
Like an artistic bona fides from like a museum for how good of a cook he is.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
That dude looks like a carrot.
Is that a fucking carrot?
Oh no, do they have like a anime convention in or something like that?
No, they've got this video game machine called Ball Breakers, and he posted like Ball Breakers tournament to get people into the restaurant.
Fuck off,
Hey, was Richie always an asshole?
Dude, always and forever, dude. He's the fucking worst. Dude, he's not a nice guy. It's just he's sad inside.
He's gonna be hanging out.
That looks so good.
Damn, Sydney.
Let's
Ooh,
go.
okay.
Yeah.
Staff meal?
Yeah.
Right on.
That is, family meal is always nice.
I'm grateful for Philip K. Dick. In fact, you're up.
Me?
What the fuck does Richie know about Philip K. Dick?
Right. You ever hear that movie Blade Runner? That's a good movie.
What? I just never had plátanos with like grass on it.
Whenever I've had family meal, it's always been like, okay, everybody eat, and the manager's gonna sit here and tell you all about like the specials and or what you've all done wrong in the last week or something. It's a lot less like everybody just having a good time.
They're just they're just chilling, you know. Or maybe it's more chummy because of like
I mean,
the cousin
kind
of it, like where it's like they're not really. That's not really
and the kind of restaurant that you're at.
Fight the carrot. Oh my god. Huh?
Any of you incels, QAnon, 4chan, Snyder Cut, motherfuckers.
Right. Oh my god. Hi to all our anime fans.
I'm like, what do you say f me for?
Cousin.
We're not
gonna touch him. We're not gonna look at him all weird. We're not gonna do any of that spectral.
What I have to say to all of the influx of people coming in for Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Exactly.
I hate litter. So you cocks are gonna clean up after yourselves.
So many good insults.
This is great.
Fuck you.
He's good.
We're seeing like where he's suited for shit like this.
Yeah, exactly.
He's suited for in the in the kitchen and making shit great. Look at those eyes.
You got no fucking idea what you're doing here. None. Zero. So get your ass back in there and you make that fucking spaghetti. Sydney, sorry about the gum, babe. I had to get real.
I had to get real. Probably really good spaghetti.
Didn't he say it would take 7 hours to prep the spaghetti, though? I mean, yeah, probably.
I mean, maybe in the way that he wants to do it, but it's like, this ain't that. And that's a fair point on his.
No, he was saying we're cutting it off the menu because it takes 7 hours to prep and it, it's over salted and mushy or something like that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there's something to this, dude. Like,
yeah.
Hey, grab me a fresh parm brick.
All right, chef.
They open at 3.
I don't know. He keeps looking at the clock. I don't. Surprised we can't.
You're saying like we got 3 hours till open and whatever it is, but I'm also just like this is like a sandwich shop that doesn't open till 3.
Yeah,
you would think they'd have lunch hours.
Right. Every sandwich shop that I like going to in Chicago closes at 3. You gotta fucking get there. Like after all the construction guys'
like
lunch break is done, like they're closed. Oh, okay.
There we go. Episode 1. What'd you think?
I vividly remember why I immediately stopped watching it. I think I watched like 1 or 2 more episodes, I think, because I just vividly remember my partner being like, no, it's so good, I promise, please watch it, you're gonna love it. I was like, no.
And you're like, motherfucker, the only way that I will do this is if I get paid to do it.
You know what I mean? Exactly.
Which I think is totally, totally fine. But also, I will say,
getting to watch it with somebody else who also hasn't watched it, because that also like, right.
No, I got you. Yeah, 100%.
With somebody who's seen it, and they're like, something's coming up, and they're all
our
like,
our entire audience.
Yeah, but they're not in the room.
I know what
with
you're saying.
us,
I know what
you know.
Well, no, and that's like kind of the other thing that I sort of have kind of figured out, like with Angel, because I watching Game of Thrones, like where I just gotta kind of truly be in the moment and kind of feed off of his energy and not like go like. Meh,
yeah,
meh,
exactly.
Meh. Like that, yeah. I mean, like I see what you mean. I mean, like that shit is. I mean, like, and I was kind of feeling it too. Like the. I mean, like, just the. You're like it's like sad. Whack-a-mole, but nothing works. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sad-a-mole. Like, where like you're just like, oh, like that's kind of fucking with my life right now. Like, oh, that's kind of fucking with my life right now. Oh, you're kind of fucking with, and they did a good job in filmmaking wise as far as just kind of like just sort of deftly seeing, like, just demonstrating that, you know what I mean? Like, as far as like without saying it, like it's not like it's hers, like it's old girl's first day, and he's like, well, see, what we have to do here is we call people that, you know, like we do, you know what I mean? There's nothing like that feels very forced or anything like that, you know, which I think is great.
It's storytelling wise, it's great. Like, they get you to feel the emotions that they want you to feel. They like just all the quick shots and the angles and the, you know, like panning from this guy really quickly and like and the music and the pacing of it. The pacing of it with so many different shots, really well edited. Yeah. I get all of that.
Sure.
But I do think I will say this man's life is in a fucking shambles, and he and everyone he knows has never even, I don't know, I guess met a therapist, let alone, you know, seen one, and like all of these things are just so like, just take a motherfucking breath.
Therapy? Talking about that queer shit over there?
Talking about like, fucking shrinks, head shrinks.
No, I mean,
fuck out of here.
Even though one thing that we can say is that I will say there has been a bit of a wellspring of like people getting into at least starting to talk about shit, like it's starting to do that type of stuff. Yeah, like it seems like, you know what I mean, like and so that's been great.
I'm not saying these characters. Like, I'm not saying the show would be better if these characters.
Oh no! I'm just talking about the real shit. Like I'm talking about the stuff that we're just like. But what I imagine is going to happen, honestly, is like it's going to kind of, I think, like the authenticity and the visceralness of this shit is like the hook, and then I think what probably will happen is we will, you know, maybe be not like every single. Like, you know, say if these cooking scenes and these scenes like behind the, you know, like, you know, in the back of the house and all that stuff are like action scenes, we're not gonna have like we're gonna move away from like stuff like that. Sure. As we just come to know more intimately these characters. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Or at least that's what I feel like is gonna happen. Like, you know, where it's gonna be like become like where it will obviously be a big part of and within the story, but it's not going to be like this episode, which is just like a relentless melee of just like of the things of how to run this restaurant. You know what I mean? Like I can see that happening.
I feel like I've got a great idea of every single character that we met in this episode, which is a half-hour episode. They packed so much information into this. Like, I know a lot of the characters' names. I picked up Tina and Sydney and
Sugar.
Richie and Sugar and Fack and
Jeff. Right.
And I didn't catch the pastry guy's name, but I like him as a character. Yeah. He seems like and I feel like I've got a pretty good, like, Tina I like because she's like, fuck this new kid and stuff, but then she's like, oh, but this is so delicious, and she's being a real bitch to Sydney, but I feel like she's one of those characters that is like a really, like, turned the volume to 11 version of those characters that are like, comes off really gruff, but is a sweetheart when you get to know her. She's
You mean how I kind of first thought of you?
He said, you know, when people first meet you, you come off as caustic. And I said, caustic? That word has stuck with me.
You used the $10 word, it doesn't hurt as much. You know what I mean? Like
caustic? I guess. But yeah, like turned even to a higher, like I feel like it's not just gonna be a quick thing where we come to like her. Like, I mean, I already kind of like her. But you know, she's kind of like a bitch, and needlessly a bitch. Like, she took his knife and threw it under the fucking table.
Pretty
which
crazy.
Is like, just why.
Well, no, and also given the fact that they also understand what just happened. Like, not that like you would feel, and maybe what we have right now, or at least what I can infer, is he's probably been here. Like, I didn't catch like this date and then the date of the funeral. I'm guessing funeral went down. Like, you know, maybe within the last like 2 weeks to a month.
I think they said 2 weeks. Right, he's been here for 2 weeks.
And so like now maybe there was like a little bit of a honeymoon period where he's coming in and she's like, oh, it's the new guy. But now it's just comfortable enough to be like, hey, by the way, I don't fucking like the shit that you're doing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when the
or like the guy that died, and then Richie had it for a while, and then our main guy, Jeremy, whatever, Carmy, was able to like get out of whatever job he was at and come back
and come down and shit like that, or probably I mean, or something like that, where the I mean, or mostly just because of or maybe I'm just thinking about it in the way that like I think most people are like, it's like, oh, you just suffered a loss, like we all kind of did, you know, like, or whatever, and maybe that has finally burned off, and he is starting to move in and change things about this place, and people get, as we have seen, you know what I mean, like they get like pretty resistant to that type of thing, you know what I mean, and so I don't know, it was all ringing very true in that way and stuff, and again, like a good handle, good simple filmmaking and shit like that. I love the fucking firing of the gun and trashing the Snyder cut.
Spectral shit.
Spectral shit, you cucks. Like, that was great. So funny. But I think I got an impressive premiere just because like I got a good fucking
makes
handle
perfect sense that this show popped off the way it did.
100%. Absolutely.
Like, so engaging.
100%. Well, if you guys are engaged and you guys are feeling like maybe you want to see the rest of our reactions and you guys don't want to wait the week that's going to take for us to put out episode 2, you guys can actually get a hold of that right now, completely full and uncut, on our Patreon. Links in the top end comment or the description below. Click that, head on over. $8 premium streaming tier. That gets you full and uncut access for an entire month. 2 early episodes of The Bear. So right now, if you're watching this, you get hold of episode 2 right now. So we hope you guys consider doing that. But if you can't do that, you still want to help us out, you can do that with a like, a subscribe, ring the bell thingy. Have you worked in a fucking in the back of the house, in the front of the house, whatever? How accurate is this to you? Have you had to take over a restaurant or something like that? Or
restaurant?
Restaurant. I always like. I've been kind of doing that a little bit lately. I've been saying restaurant and it's like my dirter. I've been calling like daughters dirters lately.
Don't like dirter.
Don't know why, but I've been doing it.
I like restaurant.
But if it's like, or whatever, just let us know in the comments and shit like that. We appreciate you guys very much for hanging out with us. We'll check y'all later.